Wondering why you never seem to have enough money? Here's the thing. Earning more doesn't mean that you can save more. It boils down into the habits that you build every single day that goes into your lifestyle. That's why I'm calling out in this video the seemingly insignificant habits that we do that make us spend more without us even noticing it. What's up, guys? It's Nick. Let's talk about mastering your money habits. So I've been getting a lot of questions about how I was able to save 500k by 25, and I wish I could tell you a sexy answer like I have several different investments everywhere and I had a six-figure salary back in my corporate job. Well, nah. Nope. Nope. And no. But yes, I did have a good paying corporate job, even though it wasn't six figures, and I did have different kinds of investments in stocks, index funds, and mutual funds, things like that. But I attribute my 500k savings to the power of habit. It's really about building the habit of saving, and then you can work on investing on the right things, because the power of habit, it can either work with you or against you when it comes to saving money over time. If you're all about having better money habits, then make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel because I don't miss out on a new video every Friday. Now let's get into those habits that unconsciously make us spend without us noticing. First thing is the most life-changing thing you could ever do, and it's as minuscule as you'd think, but it's gonna change everything, which is scrolling on your phone the moment you wake up and before you go to bed. You might think like, what does that have to do with spending, Nick? What's the point of that? If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. But if you keep looking at it, if you keep scrolling at it, if it's always in your head that you've always wanted to buy this thing and you keep looking for reviews, you keep looking for the different color, for the next sale, things like that, well, guess what? You're eventually gonna buy it, because what you focus on, you manifest. It turns into reality. Your thoughts shape your reality. For me, that's what really happened to me when I was in my shopaholic peak. Like when I was deep into buying so much makeup, buying so much skincare, buying so much workout clothes, it was because morning and night, even during the day, that's kind of all I would resort to, especially if I was stressed, if I felt like I was in a down mood. Like I was just like, okay, let me look into like the latest thing, the trendiest thing. Let me get me that sense of reward from that thing when I buy it, because it makes me feel so good when the package arrives. I realized when I just decided like, you know what, the moment I wake up, I don't want to check my phone, and before I go to bed, I'm just gonna read a book. Like my expenses significantly dropped because I changed like what I would do so often into something more productive or something that wouldn't make me spend even. So think about it. What do you often buy or you find hard to resist buying? It's often correlated with your consumption online because you keep looking at it. So obviously you're gonna see ads about it. You're going to see the same items as that. So the algorithm adjusts to you. You know, you can't blame the ads, you can't blame the online space for telling us to keep buying things when we are the one holding the phone. We are the one clicking into the apps, wanting to consume more of the things that we say that we need, that we want to spend our money on. So I'm challenging you to look into your morning and nighttime routines and how can you reduce your screen time and change it into something that's more productive, change it into something that doesn't put you down, doesn't make you feel like you don't have enough, because I promise you it's going to change how you spend, change how you become more contented with what you already have. If you want to feel more inspired, then make sure you join my private Facebook community, because I do share exclusive tips over there, exclusive content where I post almost every single day, and I do engage with you guys with every comment because I appreciate you guys just being part of my community. Or you can also DM me on Instagram, because I also make it a point to reply to each and every one of you because I appreciate you, and I feel like we all need like a support group, a support system. Number 2, ordering drinks, period. I've said this before, I'll say it again because I have new peeps in the house, that the markup is insane when it comes to drinks. Like it is the upselling tactic that restaurants do. Like that's why they keep asking you for drinks that come with their food, because it's just an insane cost for a drink. Like imagine a fruit shake, it's like 150 pesos, 180 pesos, especially when you buy drinks, when you buy coffee in Starbucks or wherever. So, sometimes I think I attribute my saving habit to me just getting used to never, ever buying Starbucks for myself. And it's not the thing that I'm depriving myself, it's just that I personally don't enjoy an expensive sugary drink that has a status symbol on it, to be honest. So I think the time that I bought Starbucks was actually the time that I just wanted to treat my parents because like I had a bonus or something, and they say that they like the coffee there. So I was like, okay, like I'm gonna treat you, but that's it. I don't really buy Starbucks for myself. People say like it seems so useless that you're just saving 160 pesos for a drink. But just think about how much that 160 pesos could go if you save that every single day that you buy coffee. So for me, that's why I super advocate for making your coffee at home. I even made a quick TikTok video about it because I'm that passionate about it. But if you're saying like, I'm not really into coffee, Nick, like I don't get the whole coffee thing either. Okay, well, there is milk tea, there is fruit shake, there's all kinds of drinks in the world. At the end of the day, the markup is insane, especially if you buy it on Food Panda and then there's like a delivery fee on top of it. I just can't swallow that for the life of me. If you take out ordering drinks into the mix of your expenses, you will be surprised of how much you can save, and just imagine how you can put that aside into a high interest digital bank, or like to like just your savings in general. And you know what? Here's a secret. If you love a drink so much, find a way to recreate it at home. Okay, for me, I super love doing like yogurt fruit shake smoothies, but I find them so expensive everywhere. So I was like, you know what? I'll just find a way to do it at home. And I actually like how I do my fruit shake even more. So, it's really just creating that balance for you, because ultimately it's about building that habit of saving. Third thing, this is the one that I feel really guilty about, especially when I was at the peak of my shopping behaviors. And it is watching shopping vlogs or try and hauls, because it just feeds into my shopping excitement. Because I mean, it's always exciting to watch people shop. That just fed into like me wanting to buy more, and like, okay, making it seem like it's normal to hoard so much stuff. That's how you're supposed to enjoy your money. And yes, you're supposed to use your money because you worked hard for it, but at the same time, you need to create that balance of, enjoying the perks of having money, but also thinking about, okay, how do I also be responsible about saving as well? And I think I also had the realization that everything I have, I wanted to have a clear purpose. I want it to be essential, not something that just lies around. And that's something that we also need to look into in decluttering our space. I swear to you, I declutter so often at this point, like there's barely anything I could declutter, but it's really like a journey for you. That's why I'm super like an advocate of mindful spending, of intentional living, because we need to spend our money based on our own values, based on what is aligned with our personal goals, not because of external factors that tell us that this is what will make us feel good. Like realizing that I have just enough that I need to live a good life, to live a peaceful life. Of course, at the same time, we do want to have dreams, we do want to have our wish lists. And that's also what I love talking about to my clients when I became a money mindset coach, is that really dig into like, okay, what is the big picture? What is your life vision and mission? And then what are the goals that you want to invest your money on? So that ultimately you are investing your time, your money into what really fulfills you and what would really bring more impact to your life. So if you want to be more inspired, I do have a video on the 7 things I no longer buy. I go into how I no longer buy clothes, jewelry, shoes, bags, and things like that. People might think it's like depriving, but no, it's actually the most freeing thing that you could ever do, is realizing that you have so much more than you already need. Fourth thing is when you are anticipating for a sale, because you're gonna get bigger savings. But you know what, girl? You know what's gonna make you save a whole lot more? Is if you just didn't buy period. I don't know why people didn't think of that. I mean, right now, it's kind of become like a norm that every month there's going to be like a big sale. So there's going to be like a 6 6, a 7 7, a 10 10, a 11 11. So shouldn't we get used to by now that there will always be a sale? Always. There will always be a promo. There will always be a great deal. There will always be percent off. But it's still up to you if you're going to buy into it or not. So, yes, I mean, who doesn't like to buy on a sale? But the question is, like, are you just buying because it's on sale, or are you buying it because it's really what you need, or it's really something that will add value to your life? So for me, when I do run out of like skincare products that I use on a daily basis, sometimes chinichempo ko siya on a sale so that, it's a much better deal. Then I make sure that I create a wish list beforehand that, okay, I'm just gonna stick to like my cleansing oil, my pimple patches, and my moisturizer, and that is it. I'm not gonna tempt myself to scroll around everywhere, because more often than not, you end up buying more than you should because it's on sale. To help you more on this, I actually have a video on the questions that you can ask yourself before you buy, and I really go into that deeper because sometimes it just becomes a norm that it's okay na mabudol ka in buying during a sale. It's okay that you keep hoarding stuff, but here I am telling you right now that it is not okay. We need to stop normalizing budol like it's okay. It's not okay if your savings it's on the line. It's not okay if you're broke and you're still trying to act rich. It's not okay if you just keep peer pressuring yourself to keep buying things just to make yourself look good. It's not okay if you are struggling with your finances and you still want to get into budol, I'm going to be your tough love sister right now and let you know that it's okay to prioritize your savings. It's okay to be the person who is really wanting to be better in managing her finances. And that's a kind of conversation that we want to lead, that we want to inspire our friends to be a part of. Next thing is subscribing to too many brand emails. I'm sharing this because for me personally, when I was at the peak also of buying so much stuff, I would check my email constantly about the latest thing, the biggest sale, whatever I would have, so that I could be in on the next campaign with the newest product, or like when there was like a huge discount, I would be the first to know and I could grab that deal. And I realized that it was really consuming my time looking into this. And then when I would check all these emails, I would end up in the shopping sites, I would end up in the Instagram pages, and I would be in this constant loop of figuring out what do I want to buy, when yesterday I didn't even think about buying anything, period. It was just a whole mess of like, if I just didn't subscribe to the email, I wouldn't have bought anything. So the key here is not me saying that unsubscribe to everything. It's about being intentional and mindful of who you subscribe to, because me personally, I do subscribe to some emails still, but I had to unsubscribe to a lot that I know were like feeding into my shopaholic tendencies, really. So it's really just about taking back the control, like once and for all, because we feel like we are constantly bombarded with so many media, with so many things that we think that we're supposed to be updated on. Take back the control and decide for yourself, who do you want to be updated on, or what do you want to be updated on, because at the end of the day, that will also decide your next purchase. What do you consume every single day? Because that influences you more than you know. If you want to keep feeding yourself with the right money mindset, then make sure you check out these two videos where I talk about mindful spending and mastering your money mindset, because that's where I really talk about more into saving and also how you can invest more on the right things. So I will see you there.